G'day everybody. Now hopefully we won't get too much distraction from Cosmo over there. The Cosmo is pretty much the balance of creatures out there that can interfere. Like asteroids coming in, you can't help them. They're just out there and they do what they do. And Cosmo, and that was Ocean now, going to tell Cosmo off hopefully. Because I was just talking to Ocean Rainbow. Ocean thought it was pretty cool. I thought it was funny, and now I'm doing this video. Hey, Ocean, about butts. I started talking about butts. Now, if you don't like the conversation about butts, please turn off now. But a lot of kids have the Discovery Channel anyway, don't they? But anyway, let's get back to butts. And this is not that bad. And what you won't see on Discovery Channel. Yes, I know, Ocean. I got it wrong. At first, I thought it was you because he's got a similar butt. Yeah! So, I want to talk about butts again. Now, I was going, butts come with the dispenser too. So, let's play Doco about rankings, as I was talking about in the previous clip about psychos and all that, and they can be ranked. We can rank it in all these things can be ranked in all different areas, like I talked about points and all that kind of stuff. And so, I'm going to rank now butts, and not just the look of a butt and whose butt, but just the object of the butt and what it produces, right? Besides the look, so it's all around factor conversation and rating. And I say, with all that factor, and I'll give you some more conversation in a minute, that bird butts, until I look at it a bit more, but this will be at least one of the top 10s, have one of the best butts. Don't you, Rainbow? One of the best butts. And why is that? Well, with the butt factor, their poos are all in one. They're easy to recycle, clean up, and they don't smell. They don't fart, the butt factor. And when you look at it, it just looks like a nice, colourful, typically white hole. It doesn't usually have shit hanging off it. It's a good way of fertilising, and it doesn't need to be wiped or use 3 seashells to get it clean. And so it gets high in the butt factor, doesn't it? So when it comes to human butts, or an ape butt, what rating would an ape butt go? Right, now you got to put all factors in it. Now when it comes to the pretty factor, definitely from a human's eye, some might say that big, huge baboon's butt, it's all over the place. Doesn't look too good. That cow's butt's got shit all over it. Shit's a lot. It's got a tail there that holds shit. That butt factor does not look too pretty. It needs a lot of maintenance to keep it pretty if it needs to get a pretty look, which is a clean tail and all that kind of stuff. But they're not very good when it comes to advanced butts. Upgrade, right? An upgrade. It's not an upgrade in that area, is it? We all get upgrades in certain areas, don't we, Ocean? When it comes to all sorts of spots and what is really technically an upgrade and who's really living better and who's got it more right. Isn't that right, Ocean? Yeah, in the butt factor. So Ocean's like, I'm proud that we've got one of the best butts. We're proud. We don't even have the best brain, but we've certainly got the best butt. And would you like a butt like us? Perhaps God may one day, when you balance with the people with the good butts, maybe, you might find out how to get a better butt, right? But anyway, how would you rate a human butt? Now, when it comes to human butts, in that butt scale, probably maybe halfway in the scale somewhere, I'm thinking. There's a lot of creatures out there. Of what a human butt would fit in that scale. We need to wipe our butts. We can get the cow butt sometimes. Have you ever heard of the crusty bum? We get hair down at the butt, which causes a crusty bum. Now think about, why do we have that crusty bum? Now, that was there just in case perhaps the brain didn't function properly. And so there's another reason. But when it does, or it functions better, it allows you to remove some hair, to look pretty, whatever, as you've got a material or a way to clean the butt. Isn't that right? But anyway, humans can get a little bit higher as they've got the brains and the ability to make a better butt than what they've already got, which some animals don't. It's full on, isn't it? So how do you calculate things? And how deep do you go when it comes to the butthole? See you later.